Why wall push-ups can help you stay balanced for life. You know, after working with older adults for over 30 years, I've noticed something strange. Not everyone who walks every day is truly strong. Many still fall. Many still have shoulder pain. Some can't even open a heavy door or push a shopping cart at the store. I once had a patient named Helen, 72 years old. She walked every morning for 40 minutes, never missed a day for 10 years. But one morning, she slipped in her kitchen. She couldn't catch herself in time. Her wrist broke, her knee bruised, and the worst part wasn't the pain. It was the feeling of helplessness. Helen told me, "I thought I was strong. I walk every day. But it turns out, my body only knew how to move forward, not how to react." That sentence stayed with me. And I realized, what we need after 60 isn't just to walk. It's to prepare for the fall. That's why I love the pause wall push-up. It sounds simple, right? But this one movement can literally help you stay balanced. For life. Imagine this. One day, you lose your balance. What's your body's first instinct? To reach out with your hands. If your arms aren't strong or fast enough, the result can be a fall, and sometimes months of recovery. So, let's try this together. Stand an arm's length from the wall, hands at shoulder height. Inhale and slowly lower yourself for 2 to 3 seconds until your nose almost touches the wall. Hold it. Count softly. 1, 2, 3. Feel your chest, shoulders, arms and core all working together. Then push yourself back to the starting position in 2 seconds. It sounds easy, but if you do it right, you'll feel a current of energy travel from your palms, through your shoulders, and down to your core. That's your reflex strength, the power that helps your body react when it needs to. And no, push-ups aren't just for the young. This wall version was designed specifically for older adults. No floor, no equipment, just a wall and a few minutes a day. A study from the University of British Columbia found that people who practice this move 3 times a week for 3 months increased their arm push strength by 41%, and most importantly, their reaction time improved by 23%. That means when they slipped, their body reacted before their mind had time to panic, and that reflex saved them from falling. I remember Michael, 68, a retired engineer. He came to see me because his shoulders felt weak. He said, "I tried to push my garage door, and it burned all the way down my arm. I thought, I'm just getting old." I showed him this exercise. In the first week, he could only do 6. By week 4, 15 with no pain. 3 months later, he told me, "Doctor, I can open my garage door with one hand, and I'm not afraid anymore." What made me happiest wasn't just his strength. It was the light back in his eyes, the look of someone who had regained trust in their own body. Once you get used to it, take a step farther from the wall. Your body will work harder. Your heart will beat faster. And something amazing happens. Blood begins to flow powerfully from your hands to your chest, to your brain. Every push sends fresh oxygen and blood upward, keeping your mind sharp and your blood pressure steady. I often tell my patients, we don't exercise just to live longer. We do it so we can keep reaching out and push back against gravity. When you're young, you build strength to move forward. When you're older, you build strength to stay standing. Walking keeps your heart pumping, but wall push-ups help you pump confidence back into your body. And believe me, just a few minutes a day can change the next decade of your life. If you're watching this, maybe your shoulders ache, or you've noticed it's harder to open a heavy door. I understand, but your body, at 60, 70, even 80, can still learn strength again. It just needs a signal from you that says, I still want to move. So tomorrow, when you get up, try 10 wall push-ups. Slowly. Maybe your arms will shake. That's okay. That's the sign of life. The sound of muscles waking up again. And you'll realize, each push isn't just an exercise, it's a quiet affirmation. I am strong. I am still in control of my body. If this message helps you, share it with a friend, with your parents, or with the future version of yourself 10 years from now. Because sometimes a wall isn't a limit. It's where you relearn how to stand tall again. Start today. 10 wall push-ups, 10 seconds of confidence. Bird dog, the exercise that helps you regain balance, strength, and trust in your body. I still remember one quiet afternoon a few years ago. A patient of mine, Suzanne, 69 years old, came into my office and said something I'll never forget. "Doctor, I don't trust my body anymore." She wasn't seriously ill, but after falling twice in her bathroom, she was afraid to even bend down to tie her shoes. She told me, "I know my legs are still strong, but my mind doesn't trust them anymore." In that moment, I realized what she had lost wasn't her muscles, but the connection between her body and her mind. And that's exactly why I introduced her to an exercise called the bird dog. What is the bird dog? It sounds like a funny name, right? It literally means hunting dog. But don't worry. There's no chasing or hunting involved. It's all about rebuilding balance and trust between your hands, legs, and brain. Picture this. You're on all fours, hands and knees on the floor. Now, slowly reach your right arm forward and extend your left leg straight back. Hold for 5 seconds. Feel the stretch from your fingertips all the way to your heel. Then lower them down gently. Switch sides, left arm, right leg. Move slowly, breathe deeply, and stay aware of your body. It seems simple, but in that moment of balance, your whole body, your core, back, shoulders, and brain is having a conversation with itself. I often tell my patients, this exercise doesn't just make you stronger, it makes you smarter. Why? Because every time you lift opposite limbs, your brain has to cooperate with itself. The left side controls your right leg. The right side controls your left arm. They must coordinate, stabilize, calculate, all at once. So each bird dog you do isn't just physical training, it's neural training. The science behind it. A study from the Cleveland Clinic found that people who regularly practiced bird dog reduced their risk of cognitive decline by 31%. Their brains didn't just get more blood flow, they got constant practice in reacting, coordinating, and staying flexible. I remember Richard, 74, a retired bus driver. He came to me with back pain and a deep fear of bending over. He said, "Every time I lean forward, I worry I won't be able to stand back up." We started with the bird dog. In the first week, his arms shook. He could barely hold for 2 seconds. By week 4, he could hold for 10 seconds, and even smiled while doing it. 3 months later, he told me something that moved me deeply. "Doctor, my body used to betray me. Now it listens to me again." He stood tall, shoulders open, eyes bright. And I knew we hadn't just healed his back. We had restored his confidence. Why it works. As we age, our bodies may slow down, but that doesn't mean they're done. They just need to relearn how to coordinate. And bird dog is that lesson. Each time you lift your arm and leg, you activate the deep core muscles that stabilize your spine. You teach your body how to resist twisting, how to stay centered, and you send a signal to your brain that says, "I'm still in control." Once you're comfortable, try to progress. Week 3, hold for 10 seconds. Week 5, add small up and down movements while holding. Week 8, close your eyes for a few seconds. Why close your eyes? Because when vision is removed, your inner ear and brain must find balance on their own. That's how you retrain what doctors call proprioception, or simply your body's intuition. You'll be surprised how quickly you start to feel steadier, less wobbly, more confident walking or bending, without holding on to anything. A daily reminder of strength. If you're watching this, maybe you felt less flexible or found yourself hesitating before reaching or bending. I understand that. But here's the truth. Your body can change. At any age. Just 5 minutes a day can bring back something priceless. That feeling of control inside your own body. Start simple. Right arm, left leg. Hold for 5 seconds. Breathe. Then switch sides. Slow, steady, intentional. Every repetition is a small step toward freedom. I once told a patient, the bird dog isn't a workout for your muscles, it's a workout for your faith. Faith that you are still strong. Faith that you can still control every movement you make. And trust me, your body will respond. So take a few minutes each morning, right there on your mat at home, to remind your body that you're still alive, still moving, because nothing makes you feel younger than knowing you still command every breath, every step, every little motion. We can't stop time, but we can learn to move with it, steady, calm, and full of life. Try the bird dog today, and feel your body wake up again. Side steps with resistance band. The small exercise that keeps you steady for life. I want to tell you about something very small. A single step. Sounds simple, doesn't it? But sometimes the smallest steps are the ones that keep us steady for a lifetime. After more than 30 years of working with older adults, I've realized something profound. People don't fall because they're weak. They fall because they can't react quickly enough in a direction they didn't expect. We're used to moving forward, but most falls don't happen in front of us. They happen from the side. When we step aside to avoid something, turn our head when someone calls, or lean to pick something up, our bodies often can't react in time. That's why I want to teach you a simple yet powerful move. Side steps with a resistance band. If you've never tried it before, I promise, you'll feel muscles you may have forgotten even existed. How to do it? Place a resistance band around your ankles. If you're new, you can loop it above your knees instead. Keep your back straight, knees slightly bent, and feet shoulder-width apart. Now, take a small step to the right. Feel the band pull, then bring your left foot in. But don't let the band go slack. Inhale and take another step. Keep going. 8 to 12 steps one way, then come back. You don't need to move fast. What matters is staying controlled, hips stable, body upright, no wobbling. Move slowly, mindfully, as if every step were a lesson in balance. Why it matters? You may have heard about hip stabilizers, glute medius, or outer thigh muscles. These aren't just anatomy terms. They're your body's guardians of balance. When they weaken, your knees start to drift inward, your hips lose stability, and even a small pebble can throw you off balance. I once had a patient, Linda, 67, who fell in a supermarket. Not because she slipped, not because of a heavy cart. She just stepped sideways too quickly and lost control. After she recovered, I taught her this exercise. In the first week, she could do only 5 steps each way. 3 months later, she could do 15 with double resistance. And she told me something I'll never forget. "Doctor, for the first time in years, my legs feel like they're talking to each other again." Every side step trains your body not just to move, but to react. To know how to adjust when life pushes you sideways. The science of side step studies show that side-to-side exercises like this one improve hip and knee stability and can reduce the risk of falls by up to 42% in just a few months. And the benefits go beyond that. Stronger glutes protect your lower back, make climbing stairs easier, and help you walk taller. Literally, just a half-inch taller, because your posture naturally improves. How to begin? Try it today, even without a band. Just your body is enough to start. Take 10 steps to the right, then 10 to the left. Tomorrow, add the band. Next week, make your steps a little wider. The key isn't brute strength, it's intentional repetition. Every step tells your brain, I can react. I can steady myself. A lesson in reflex and resilience. I've always believed aging isn't about losing strength, it's about losing reflexes. And when you retrain those reflexes, you awaken the youth still living inside you. Just a few minutes a day with this small exercise can make your steps lighter, your balance steadier, and your